on other planets. It could be that one of the reasons we haven't heard anything back from SETI is that nature is just as crazy on all the other planets in the galaxy and the rest of the universe as she is on this one. So, we seem to be well along the way toward, or at least have secured the right to exterminate ourselves, either through nuclear, biological weapons, or
Well,
just
yeah, well, this is
overconsumption
the
of
catch.
cannibalism.
But yeah, so if intelligence doesn't get you in trouble because you blow your own foot off or whatever the metaphor would be, um, let's say you even survive that, intelligence is going to realize what it is. It's going to realize, oh, you mean I'm just a biological process. I'm caught up in this desire thing. I want to what? I want to go to another planet and fuck the women there. Well, I'm going to show up at the other planet and go, where are all the white women at? What the hell? You can make so many funny jokes, but yeah, what? We travel across the universe to do fucking what? Masturbate in front of the aliens? I mean, come on. What is there to do? What the fuck are we going to do? What, get a better brand of toilet tissue from them? I mean, come on. There's just no fucking reason to get involved in a relationship with the other living things. That's intelligence is going to realize it's just a no-win. They're going to be in the same shithole you're in. They're going to be stuck with the same equation. This desire mechanism that just doesn't go anywhere. I mean, I was watching a Star Trek movie the other night. It was just so funny. It was that one where they go back to Earth to get the whales. And it's got so many preposterous plot flaws in it. But I really like the movie. And it's just so funny because it is just so silly. But here's this probe coming from outer space to talk to the whales, right? And it's fucking everything up. Wherever it goes, it's just blowing it up, fucking it up, stealing all its energy. And you're saying, why isn't this probe that can go all the way across space, it can't figure out that it would be very disruptive to ionize the atmosphere of planets and to, fuck up everything? I mean, it can't figure that out, that it might be killing whales while it's trying to go talk to some whales because the whales don't speak the same language as the whales it's looking for. I mean, you know what I mean? It was like a preposterous notion, like I'm going to go across space and expect the whales to talk this language, and if they don't speak this language, I'm going to annihilate them. I mean, it was just ludicrously stupid. But like I said, the whole movie was that way. But that's the whole. There's nothing to gain here. There's no game to be played. I mean, intelligence is going to realize there's no point. I guess it would be my point. So But yeah, I mean, the Drake equation part comes into it in the sense that the rest of the universe, let's say, has had a 5 billion year head start on us. So there should be, there has the potential that there's a civilization out there that's 5 billion years ahead of us, right? And they still aren't talking to us. So I mean, it just seems pretty. I mean, they're still not making enough noise for us to hear them. And that's one of the things, one of the minor things we would do if we do survive the next 100 years is we're gonna make some noise. We're gonna write our name in the universe. Just so the universe knows who we are. We're just gonna write human or something, and we're gonna make some noise.
Yeah, I could comment on that Star Trek movie. I think that was like Star Trek 4 or something, where they came back to save the whale. That was the first in a long line of guilt trip eco movies, where they were trying to convince people to, hug trees.
Oh yeah, it was just hilarious though in so many ways. I mean, I really have to do a video about it. I should play the movie and just laugh. And because, like I said, the irony is I liked the movie, but I think I only liked it because Spock was alive again, and it just made me feel good. Like, Spock is alive, good. So I felt good about that, and so I think that was the only reason. But I mean, just the whole idea, like plexiglass. Why do they need to see the whales in the spaceship? I mean, you're going back to get whales, okay? First, the whales don't even have to be in fucking water. All you have to do is put like a wet towel around them and keep them in some sort of gravity so they don't squish on themselves. But I mean, you don't even have to keep whales in water. And yet they beam them up and they create a fish tank for them. Why do they need to see the whales in the tank? You mean they can't put a camera in the tank? They have to have plexiglass? They have to have clear walls? Why would they have to have clear walls? There's no fucking reason they would have to have clear walls.
Yep, good point. Well, then they would, yeah, I don't know. I like the camera in the tank idea. You should have been a contributing editor, writer
Well,
for
I mean, they
that.
should have asked somebody who graduated from high school to analyze the science in the movie, because the movie had 7 million scientific flaws. What the fuck was that probe anyway? It had this stupid little round thing that popped out of it, and they'd go back into it, and it's like, what the fuck is that thing? What intelligence would make something this stupid? I mean, Brett Keane could make something look more intelligent looking than this model.
Yep, yep, all true. But that's one of the things that bothers me about the whole Star Trek series, any generation, is this idea of humans, taking our collective mindset out into space and doing a cultural exchange with other planets. Wow, like it starts at ludicrous and goes downhill from there. I mean, I can't think of anything more uh, useless and catastrophic for other civilizations than to come into contact with the human species. I mean, what would we offer them? We're going to build a McDonald's on your hill. We're going to build a few strip malls over here. I mean, what kind of a cultural exchange would that be anyway? So that's what's always bothered me is that, you know.
We're gonna give you weed.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
and
weed's not
like we
bad.
give them like flea powder, because they're going to be like hairy assholes. Like they'll be on some other planet. They have really long hair and flea problem, and so they want some flea powder. So we'll make our money on flea powder or something. Or they'll be like those stupid cat food eating ones in that stupid idiotic movie Zomgits made me watch.
Yeah, people of Zeta Reticuli, we bring you weed, uh, old number 7, and flea powder. We come in peace. No, it just doesn't work for me. There's
Yeah, it's again, and where's the white women at? I mean, there really isn't anything to do. I mean, really, the conversation's over in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I could just see that cultural exchange. The president of Zeta Reticuli walks down the steps, and he said, "So you came here? Why exactly? What is it? What is it you want to talk about?" Yeah, I think we're done here. Don't call us. We'll call you.
Yeah, or especially if they got like, their penis is like where their nose is supposed to be or something. It's gonna be a really short conversation. You'll be like, don't be swinging that thing at me.